All right. What's going on, everybody? DB4 here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Card Hunter. We are here for yet another glorious special feature. Now, Card Hunter is an amazing tabletop, old school RPG game, very similar to games like Dungeons and Dragons. It also has a huge tactical RPG element, very similar to any other tactical RPG you've played, like, for instance, turn-based games like Final Fantasy Tactics, to think of one. And it also has a huge card game element, very similar to games like Magic the Gathering. This game is like a perfect blend of Magic and Dungeons and Dragons. And as you can see, it even has a visual tabletop element to it. So this is a true tabletop classic RPG. This is a pretty old game. It came out back in 2015 on Steam, but it originally released as a browser-based game, free to play, on its website back in 2013. I've been playing this game for years. It have ton of expansions, tons of events and things like that. Their most recent expansion is the Celestial Forge, allows you to craft any card in a game, and we've been covering this game for a few days now, and I wanted to bring this game to the channel as a special feature because it's a real dope game, and I really think it fits the theme of the channel with the whole old school RPG thing. Now, with all that being said, if you're interested in playing this game, we got some information down in the description box below, as well as our social media links. Hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on the Discord. And salute to the subscribers, man. Salute to y'all. Every single time I see more subscribers, I'm going to throw some shout outs out there. Salute to also the people who created this game, because these people are very fond of RPG games. You could go check their resume on their Twitter and on their Steam page. They real dope. They know what they're doing over there, and I really appreciate this game. I'm not trying to get a campaign going for like a part 2 or nothing. They do well enough with the upgrades for this game. I just want to give this game a lot more light in the modern time, because this game was huge when it came out, in my opinion. But, you know, it's been a while, so here we go. We're here. Now, we did start up a campaign, so we're going to continue along those lines. So without further ado, let's get down to some gameplay. Now, like I said, we started up the campaign. You can't see it now. We did all of the tutorial missions. They take place on this part of the map. All of the level 1 missions. We did the level 2 and the level 3 missions. Now, on the first few episodes, I explained a lot about what's going on here. This is an actual tabletop, and as you can see, it even have the creases in the paper. This is amazing. This entire map is the game itself. And, you know, you'll click different nodes, and then you'll do the Dungeons and Dragons style missions. But there's also shops and stuff like that around the map you can visit that will reveal themselves as you go along. There's cosmetic shops. There's the Orc's Head Tavern. You can go there to purchase more characters for your party. Let's go take a look. I just want to give a brief rundown of the game for anybody who's watching this video for the first time. So here it is. Here's your party. These are your figurines or slash your characters that you use. Now, this game is very similar to Dungeons and Dragons. When you move turn-based, you move your characters in a turn-based fashion and on a tabletop, and you roll dice to determine whether your attacks hit or miss and stuff like that. But your actual attacks come from, and the actual damage itself come from the cards, and the cards come from the items you equip. Each item has a set amount of cards attached to it. Usually weapons have 6 cards attached to them. Armors and shields and stuff and skills have 3 cards attached to them. So you'll eventually build your deck out like that. And you can actually purchase level 1 characters from the tavern over here for 10 gold. That's in-game currency. Now, that's a brief run-through, a real brief, vague explanation of the game. But just to explain a little bit more, let's go into our keep. Now, these are the 3 characters we got. We're currently level 4. You originally start out with like 1 sword. I think you start out with 3 slots, and like each level after that, you gain 1 extra slot. So that's usually the gameplay loop. Every time your characters level up, you'll gain an additional slot, and it will add more cards to your deck. So we're currently level 4 characters. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots apiece. All of our characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And each slot is gonna access a new unique accessory. It's either going to be a skill slot, it can be like a armor slot, it can be a weapon slot, or it can be an accessory slot. In this case, we've just unlocked something new with our paladin or our priest and our wizard. What I did off camera, I want to let you guys know real quick, I did repeat these missions these 2 level 2 missions to level up one guy, because he was the only guy falling behind. Our paladin, he was missing his final skill slot, because these 2 guys leveled up in the last episode. No, Angdom leveled up in the last episode, and we just leveled up Tim Grimrob in order for him to get the robe slot, and we leveled up Ronin in order for him to get the divine skill slot. So everybody has their 6 slots. Everybody's on an even playing field, and that's the best way to go through the game, in my opinion. The way they make the tutorial roll out, you're gonna have characters at uneven levels, and it kind of pushes you towards grinding and replaying, you know, old missions. That's why I didn't put that on camera, but we did get a lot of good stuff. So let me show you guys what we actually collected with all of the missions we did. We did 2 missions, a total of 5 battles, and you know, at the end of each battle, you get to open a loot chest and you get a random amount of goods. I'll show you what we got. We ended up getting some divine weapons. That's very dope. We ended up getting this bad boy right here. We ended up getting a level 2 rare divine weapon, pretty dope. We ended up getting another level 2 common divine weapon, pretty cool. And we ended up getting an axe. This is going to be real good. I think I'm going to use this because if you can see, it's a level 3 common divine weapon. I mean, uncommon divine weapon. It gives our paladin the access to chop. That's a very powerful attack. It targets 2 separate people, and it's pretty good. But if it misses or if it gets blocked, we got to discard our oldest card. That's not bad. We can play around that and actually just don't have no cards in our hand when we actually use this. But it will make us discard armor and stuff like that, so we got to be careful when we play it. But we don't have to play it. That's the good thing about it. It's not like a curse where you have to play it. Then we also get a very powerful heal. This is light heal. This is the a stronger heal, because usually our heals so far are just two hit points. Then we get 2 misguided heals that can serve as healing or damage. So I'm actually going to equip this weapon right now. This is a very decent weapon. Now look, it doesn't look like it's more powerful than this one, level 5 uncommon weapon. This one does more damage and it's a lot more versatile. It basically does a little bit of everything. It has buffs, debuffs. It has self-healing. It has ranged healing. It has card advantage, withdrawing, and it has high damage. So this kind of does everything. But we're going to start specializing with our classes. We're going to start specializing down to what we're doing with these classes. Now that we have divine skills and stuff, access to stuff like this, we can start specializing what we're doing. We also got some armors. Now this armor gives us hardy mail, heal, and pulse, and minor heal. We also got these 2 armors. This one is basically a debuff armor. Now this is a consideration. 2 minor heals and thick hide, because thick hide is a movement card and it gives us armor too. This still serves as an armor, but I like the hardy mail. The hardy mail and the healing pulse is very, 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 very powerful, because that's 6 points of healing damage out in one shot. Now we are going to switch these divine weapons, but not now. We're going to wait till we get to the store and purchase a divine skill and probably get a better weapon. Now let's move on to Tim Grimrob. He actually got some good stuff too. He got the ability to wear a robe, so we're going to equip the robe off the back. See this robe, 2 separate robes. They look the same, but they're separate. This is a level 6 robe that just makes him very, very, very resilient. Look, he gets immunity to all of these damages if he have this armor on him. And he just gets a bunch of reliable hide. This makes him like a wizard that is hard to kill. And since he does a lot of close range combat, it may be worth it putting this on. Or we can go more offensive. We can get the thick hide. This is some reliable armor. It reduces damage by 2, has a low trigger. This is, you know, cloth armor. It's a one-time use, low trigger. But we also get some offense with this. Penetrate and zap allows us to get through enemy armor. That's kind of important. But I think what I'm going to do with our mage, we've been getting banged up and it's only going to get worse. I'm going to put the reliable hide on, the defensive robe opposed to the offensive robe, just to make it so we have 3 reliable hides and we can safely, possibly always end the turn with at least 1 or 2 hides on us. Because we are a close combat mage with a lot of our abilities, our fire abilities that we're building on being close combat. Speaking of that, we also got some wands, real quick. We ended up getting a sparking staff, so if we wanted to spec down to more of a spark archetype as opposed to an arcane / fire archetype, we could just go full spark right here. This gives us short spark, which is a good spell. All of the spark cards have great range and, you know, pretty decent damage, but more important, it's hard to block these cards. So they won't be able to use their shields and their armor that effectively when you're going down a spark archetype. Or we can do a little more dual wielding. We get some penetrating zaps, and this actually gives us 2 fire sprays. Now this doesn't look powerful. It's a level 1 common staff, but if you look at the type of build we have, this actually gives us the type of versatility we need, and it gives us more stopping power with our fire build. It gives us 2 extra fire spells, which are decent mid-range spells, but that's important because it adds more separate types of fire triggers, because when you're stacking fire triggers, you can't put burning flames on the same character twice. It's gonna do the damage, but the trigger won't stack. So you want as many different burning cards as possible in your deck to give you the maximum amount of triggers per turn to make Kindle more effective. So this staff may not look powerful, but the fact that it has 2 fire sprays and an extra ember spray that gives us a lot more flaming versatility at close range specifically is very, very, very powerful for what we're doing. And we get the penetrating zap to give us a little bit more stopping power with people who have armors and things like that, and we can take them out. So that is a very valid selection. It may not look as powerful as this with all of this damage right there, but if they're going to be blocking a lot of our damage and a lot of our fire spells are weak, or we got a lot of repeating cards in our hand, we're not going to be as effective anyway. So that's a consideration. Now this staff is very interesting. This kind of does everything. It gives you a little bit of fire, it gives you some spark, and it gives you the arcane that we'll be missing. This is a damage spell. It does damage to us, and this as well as unstable bolt, but it gives us the arcane stopping power and range that we have. It gives us the penetration of spark, and it also plays to our fire triggers, because we can get burning 3 onto people. These are single target spells, but the AoE does, you know, put our own cards in jeopardy, so it's kind of better to get this single target going as well. So that's a very valuable option. That's like the same thing this was doing, but a little bit better. Then I showed you guys the spark staff. So what I'm going to do, just for science, we're going to equip this staff, the level 3 rare staff, and actually put down the level 3 uncommon staff. See, now you can start seeing what we're doing. You can start to see the type of build we got. We starting to do like a fire / arcane. We doing arcane for just some range, a little bit of range, but we got arcane and spark for some range, but we're mainly a mid-range mage. This is why I wanted to put a lot of hides in our deck. This is why I went defense. Now we can actually get some better stuff here if we go look for it, but we good there. Let's go to Engdom now. All we got for him, he obviously unlocked his martial skill. We actually got a decent sword. We unlocked the shiny blade. Now this is a level 2 uncommon blade, and this is a level 2 rare weapon. This looks better, and it is better in a lot of ways, because that penetrating cut is very valuable with all the armor running around. But when you look at this card, this actually lets us cover a huge weakness with this character. A lot of the time this character doesn't have the range or the movement to get in distance, close the distance to do the damage. So I end up discarding a lot of damage cards with this guy just to keep our armor cards, and that's a viable strategy. But he usually can't get as active as our other characters because he's a dwarf. They only usually get 2 movement cards. He has 2 movement cards. If we switch this sword in, this gives him shifty stab, meaning he can step 1 and attack for 2 damage and 2 range. So this effectively gives him 2 extra move cards. It also replaces 1 penetrating cut, but it gives him more mid-range combat, which is very important for such a low movement character. It gives him 3 stabs. So this weapon is way better than this weapon that only focus on penetrating cut. This weapon is going to add all the damage we need when we actually do close the gap. Or even better, we could actually go with a chopping weapon, but you know, we're going to save that. And to make this build even more valuable, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch his boots out. You see his boots is like offensive, defensive with a little bit of movement. I'm actually going to change that. I'm going to lower some of his defense by going with mobility. Now, this doesn't seem like a good idea. You're like, hey, why would you give him... This is just so... These are just way better boots, by the way. It gives him a run in the same simple strike and the same reliable hide. I'm going to put those on somebody in a minute. But, again, adding that movement is way more effective than the one piece of armor we're going to be missing and the extra damage we're going to be missing from the simple strike. So that one piece of movement that can be used offensively or defensively is way better than anything else that reliable hide can provide. So we're going to go with the movement boots on him, the cheap fencer boots. And speaking of Tim Grim Rob actually went full defense here. We can actually increase his offensive capabilities. Since he's not an elf, he's not going to get the most movement points. So let's go to Ronan real quick. Ronan is going to have dashes and stuff like that for movement points. So he's always going to be able to get to where he needs to be. Tim Grim Rob, on the other hand, can use the extra movement. So let's give him these boots. And you know, we can probably purchase these boots and just make sure these are the base boots we walk around with, because they're just a way better boot. Alright, so let's exit. Oh, you know what? Speaking of a way better boot, let's do something real quick. Is it worth it? Let's see something. We can probably... No, we can't. We don't have the ingredients. Oh, no, that's the wrong boot. Actually, I want to see if we can craft these boots. Oh, we actually can. Okay, we need a simple strike, a reliable hide. This isn't like... I'm just doing this for science mainly. Just to let you guys know, I'm really just doing this for science. Because I never really crafted anything in front of you guys yet. So I want you guys to see how that looks. We're actually going to use this, a cheaper weapon for that effect. Well, these have chops. Well, it doesn't matter. We have 2 of these, actually. Let's just use this. And we need something for this. We need a run card. So let's just go get some random boots. This has a run. And there we go. We can craft it. Easy. Now see, that's how crafting works. I didn't show that to you guys, so I wanted to at least bring that instead of just going to buy them. There we go. We crafted us a pair of good boots. Now let's head to the store real quick. I wanted to take the early parts of this video to explain a lot and give you guys a recap. Oh, wrong store. Let's go to the armory. And we want some martial skills. Alright, now as we can see, he's going with like stab abilities. We're going to have to make this a little more cohesive. Yeah. Because he got piercing. Yeah, we're going to have to make this a little more cohesive because we might want to go down to piercing. Yeah, we're going down piercing to get more penetrating cut. Any penetrating melee attack. Impaler. I like that a lot. So for now, we're going to go Impaler. This makes us want more penetrating attacks. So we're going to try to do something about that by swapping this out. Let's see if we can get a better penetrating attack weapon. This is kind of powerful. Something like this. This gives us range, and it gives us way more penetrating cuts. Whoa. Talk about a dancing weapon. There's no penetrating with this, but that's a very powerful weapon. Especially for what we're trying to do. Alright. This fits the bill. This gives us all penetrating cuts. And more fencing. I don't know if it's better than this though, but still, it does what we need it to do. It's completing the objective. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to purchase this right now. And there you go. We added tons of mobility, and tons of penetration to this guy. So they think they're going to be able to outrun our dwarf. Think again. Think of this dwarf just backflipping and doing all type of wild stuff on the field just to get loose. And then he's slashing you to pieces. Alright, our shield is pretty good. I'm satisfied with that shield. Let's get him a divine skill that actually matters. He's gonna be a healer. We're gonna build him around healing. So he's gonna get a lot of buffs. Let's see. Add 1 to your amount of initial heal when you play an assist. Okay, yeah. Light heal, minor heal, healing spirit. That's cool. This is for buffs, which this is just very weak. This is for buffs too, right? Okay. So this is okay, this is draw power. This might be good. Every time you play a holy card, draw a card, and it gives us frenzy and minor heal. That might be real good. I'm considering that a lot. Frenzy and light heal. It's the same thing, but stronger. I might consider this. The extra healing is cool. Like this for more healing is definitely cool. But I actually might consider this for the draw power because we have so much healing. These do make our light heals 4 mana, and this keeps us alive a lot. And 3 damage, 3 healing for healing pulse is good. The drawing power. How much frenzies we already got going on here? We got a lot of frenzy going on. Oh, we were given frenzy with this. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to go with this one. I'm going to go with the card draw effect because we do have a lot of healing. And let me see if I can swap this out for some better holy spells. Alright, it doesn't really look like it. Alright, cool. That's the armor we're wearing. Alright, let's take a look at what we've collected. What we bought from the store. We ended up purchasing this skill for this guy. Level 1 uncommon martial skill. It helps us with penetrate and cut and stuff like that. But it does them. Hold on, wait. We purchased the wrong one, actually. So we wanted this one. Novice gouging. It increases penetrate and cut basically. Any attack with penetrating gives it +1 damage, and it adds more penetrate and cut. And we ended up getting more movement and penetrate and cut and more range with this skill, as well as this one. This adds a bunch of penetrate and cut, but it also adds more movement. Now with Ronan, we gave him this skill right here to help us with some card advantage, and we got a little bit more powerful healing. And Tim Grimrob ended up getting something to help out with his fire and arcane abilities. So there we go. We're fully ready to go. Now we can start doing some more missions. Alright. Now that we have our party figured out, let's go do the next mission. I'm thinking we're going to get into the next mission up in line. We're going to do the Ruby Demon Portal. Or the Dungeon of the Lizard Priest. Let's do the Ruby Demon Portal first.
And now.
Alright, let's get it. A horde of misshapen imps are pouring forth from a yawning abyss of pure terror. Close the Ruby Demon Portal. Alright, the Wizard Aloizo sends you warning of the demon portals, magical gateways to the great abysm, through which endless demons will pour forth. The first of these is opening nearby. You must slay the demon spawn that have already emerged, and then destroy the sigils to seal the Ruby Demon Portal forever. 3 diabolic battles for levels 4 to 5. Let's see something real quick. I want to see if this one is any. Oh, that's the same mission. I want to see if the next one is any different.
Adventurers.
Okay. The Lizardman's Priest Slubgut. The Lizardman Priest Slubgut is leading uprising. Apprehend this scaled menace and bring him to justice. Okay, I like this one. Same thing, 3 battles for level 4 to 5. We're actually gonna do the demon portal anyway. Let's do the diabolic battles. That sound better. Let's begin the adventure. Pass the cheese chips, please. Aloizo's directions bring you to the Ruby Demon Portal. It squats in a scrubby wilderness, surrounded by towering obelisks and tall dead trees in 4 concerning rings. You must fight your way to the center and speak a charm of sealing before it spews forth an undying army of demons. Alright, this might be tough, but let's do it.
Encounter.
The hell gates of hell have opened, revealing 2 fire imps and 2 arcane imps. Tremble, mortals. This is gonna be tough. These dudes might have immunity to arcane and fire. Our mage might be very ineffective. Good thing we got more offense on our other cards. Let's head towards the fire imps since we got a decent amount of arcane damage going. Yeesh. Yeah. We can close the gap on them faster too. Let's see what that card does that he just had to play. That's a what's the name card? Burn. It burns. Let's see. Reveal all magic cards in your hand. Take 2 arcane magic damage for each card revealed this way. Oh, so they don't have any magic cards in their hand, so they probably just have. Alright, our wizard is behind 2 walls, so he can't get attacked off the back. They probably just have block damage. I mean, blocking spells. Let's move our wizard up a bit. They share a deck. And they share a deck. Alright, cool. We're gonna dash him over here. Yes, he hid behind the rock. He can't get damage. Perfect. Now he's our hide protected us. Alright, now we can do this. We don't need a heal just yet, but might as well not waste the card. Okay, we could have saved that. Okay, I think we'll pass. Alright, he took some damage there. But we're good. I don't know about their immunities though. This clumsy chop is gonna come in handy. Let's get in range to take him out. It's not going to be worth frenzying him yet. You know what? There's 2 attack turns anyway to get this done. So let's do it our way. Oh no. You're gonna cancel that and try to get a healing pulse off. Good, I can start burning. Oh, I wasted one. Shit, damn it. Okay. I'm gonna use the heal now while I have it. Let's try to cut this guy off a bit. Alright, unstable bolt should be able to get the job done here. Perfect. We're gonna heal in post, but let's move this guy a little more in range. Heal in post. Alright, we got a block there. That was perfect. Now, do they have? Yeah, they have a move card, so let's actually minor heal. Let's dash toward them and force them to move. Yeah, they shifted out the way and they have an extra move card, so let's dash towards him again. Oh, so they're not gonna play their move card. Pretty smart. They're saving it for my hotspot spell, so I'm just gonna save the hotspot spell and not play it. Because they'll just move out the way if I play it. So I'm gonna be smart and save it. Oh, double block. Oh my god. Look, they did no damage because of our armor. Alright, let's simple bash and see if they stop moving now. There they go. Now they want to move some. Okay. Now, let's see if you're going to keep running. We can actually catch up to this guy. So they're still not going to move. Step 1. I can use this. See, this is why these are so good. I can move 1 and do damage two moves away. Shift and stab. There we go. The range makes this very dope. See, now he wants to move away because he's out of range. Now, since they should be out of movement cards, I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to step and then slash him. Now, this is why it was so good to give our dwarf those movement cards. Now, I don't think they can do anything. To try to prove that, I'm going to try to bait out a move card. No move card. All right, I'm going to try to put a hot spot down. See what they do. He passed, then I'll pass. The reason why I passed there, because if I would have played a spell, it would have gave him an opportunity to play another card. So I opted not to do that, and I'll just discard. That way it forces the turn to be over, and then he'll end up on that terrain square. Oh no, let's cancel that. This is over. But just to make sure, let's... I can show y'all how this works. Alright, if I would have rolled the 4 or higher, I would have drew an extra card. But since I didn't, it's all good. We can actually frenzy him. He took no damage from the frenzy because of his armor trigger. So the reason why the frenzies are good, because as you can see, Unholy Frenzy does Unholy Frenzy does 1 damage. All you have to do is have 1 piece of reliable hide, and the frenzy doesn't damage you. Or you can just have armor and get the damage roll. But either way, it's a good spell to have, especially when you have armor. Inside, several of the demons are useful treasures. Winching, you retrieve them for later use. Shadows dance amongst the plinths ahead. You must press on to the next ring of the circle. I can barely see these letters. They're so far away from the way my setup is. I can barely make out most of these letters. But let's collect our loot. Okay, let's go. What is this? Okay, that's not too great. I thought that was something else. There's another item that I seen a while ago that was real good for 100 gold too. We'll take all. True, the imps are a bit puny, but I think we must... hold on. I think we get to use some cooler demons later in the campaign. Okay, cool. Beyond the standing stones of the outer ring stand a dozen dead black trees. Imps frolic, who unwholesomely among the boughs. Several of these emit an evil green glow, and acid drips from their talons. They bound toward you and attack.
Ah!
When Melvin played this battle, he always moved after the acid imps and sprayed the acid. He always moved after the acid imps had sprayed their acid. Okay, so he's trying to give us some tips. Oh, we're going to use Impaler. Now all of our penetrating damage is +1. Excellent. Let's go. Alright, let's start this off. Let's go, acid imp. Oh shit, they got long range acid. Okay, good. Pretty good. Good stuff. But I think we're gonna put all of our resources here. To the left. Yep. Start bashing. I'll take the light heal. Yeesh, they are doing a lot of damage. I'm not sure about that. Let's go start dealing with this guy now. Oh, he ran. Very smart. And I'll save the healing post. Holy shit, they can take one of us out here. This is dangerous. You should get rid of a penetrating cut. We need to hide. Alright, we gotta be careful here. First things first, let's regroup. That was almost that. Alright, played your acid. Perfect. Now we can start chasing this guy down. Sheesh. Minor heal. Yeah, do all the damage to him. He can take it. We got the trigger. We need this kill. And we can't get it right now. We definitely need that kill. But we'll take what we could get. Oh, yes, he just saved us. Great, we got that kill. That's one less damage they can do next time. Ooh, that was amazing. I'm so glad he moved out the way like that. That was super dope. Alright, now we're gonna bail with this guy too. And try to stay out of range for a while. That's a lot of damage to throw in. But we need to do what we can do. Healing post. Yes! Drew the extra card. We should definitely misguided heal here. Before we do anything else. You know what? I'll flame spit this guy. We're gonna misguided heal, but I'm going for a kill here. Going for a kill is like our best option. Hold on, how much does flame spit do? Burning 3. Alright, we can possibly ignore the acid imp. Because we got the kill on the acid imp. Right. Yeah, we knew he was going to do that. Let's start stabbing these other dudes. Alright. We can move 2. 1, 2. No, we can't get in range of them, so we're gonna have to solo this guy over here. So let's just use our fencing abilities now. While he's still in range. He can't even block us. Now we're actually gonna bail with this guy. Far, far away. Far is what I wanted him to do. Oh, a clumsy chop would be perfect right there. First thing first, let me misguided heal. Good, we only took 1 damage from that, so we ended up healing 3. Another thing about misguided heal, if you have 2 pieces of reliable hide, you heal for the whole 4 damage because, you know, you don't take any damage because of the hide. So now we're going to do something here. Let's try to move in range of these 2. Good. Clumsy chop. It's going to work perfect here. Great. Lot of damage. Good damage. Let's move in range. Now we'll pass. Get a kill. And we set up for 2 kills again. Yeesh. Clumsy chop. Shit. We're going to go Kindler. Clumsy chop again. Just to get these kills. Didn't take no damage from that. Alright, cool, great. Now we can bail. We can bail and then frenzy. I'm gonna bail this far. Good. Okay, how far can you get? You'll still be able to frenzy. Should we go for the kill here? I say we go for the kill. Yeah, he doesn't think we can kill him. Let's go for the kill. Without the frenzy. We can kind of save the frenzy. Let's start moving up. We'll end it. We'll get rid of both fire spells and keep all of them. Alright, we drew some more fire spells. Now let's close the gap with this dude and make him pay. Alright, can we hit a frenzy? Yep. Righteous frenzy. And we can stack righteous frenzy with unholy frenzy too, by the way, and make just a powerhouse. Now we should be able to do a bunch of damage here. Yep. You're not getting away from us. Now you see how powerful those movement spells are. Now granted, it does work very well with those boots. It does work well with the mage as well, because it gives your mage an extra damage spell as well as some extra movement to get out the way. So you can use that offensive or defensively too. And when you equip that to like an elf, that's extreme movement, which is very valuable in a game like this. As you approach the inner ring, the stones begin to throb violently, radiating sickly green light. The portal seems to be building in power, and the delighted cries of more demons can be heard in the distance. Alright, let's collect our loot. Hey, what is this? Oh, wow. This is one of those divine weapons. Oh, man, this is crazy. Yes, consuming spear. Sapping spear with 2 healing pulses. That's an amazing weapon right there. Way better, not way better than this. This is kind of good still. Because those misguided heals, as you can see, come in handy. But come on, 2 healing pulses, and it gives me some more. I can do some good defense, a good amount of offense, and I can keep myself healed up, and I can be like a vampire tank. You know what I mean? Like draining the enemy with most of my damage and keeping me healed up with healing pulse. And I'm gonna be standing right next to our warrior on the front line, so he'll be able to keep up his 12 health a lot. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He can gain 10 health back by just attacking. That's real good. That's going to be real good. And actually, he can stand behind our guy because he have 2 range. So, yeah, he will be out of melee range, just out of melee range. And he can do a lot of mid-range combat and stay in the battle with the sustainability. Perfect. Even something like this is good. Because the blessing, man. It gives penetrating. This works well with. This is like a good combo with something we already have. Like, let's look at Engdom for a minute. All penetrating damage is get a bonus to 1. This basically makes every attack he does penetrating if we give him that blessing for the turn. And if he have that in combo with that, that's just like super extra damage. And if we give him another buff, like one of the frenzies, that's even better. So we're gonna start speccing him a little bit more towards buffing up our other characters too. So we're gonna add to that frenzy and take away 1 healing pulse. I mean, just 2 minor heals. And we did add 2 extra healing pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 healing pulses. That's pretty good. Pretty damn good. Alright, let's dip.
Yay!
There are several more battles here, but I rolled the 20, so you found the secret path leading directly to the portal. The Ruby Demon Portal. A monolith carved with fell runes, flickers with an unholy light. As you arrive, a blazing demonic fire sprite emerges from the portal. You must destroy the hateful Harbinger of Evil before the portal can be sealed. Harbinger of Evil.
Ah!
Gosh, the board has victory squares in it. Oh, victory squares. You score a point at the start of each round if you occupy more victory squares than your opponent.
Ha ha!
Stay alert because I can score points this way too. Alright, basically, victory squares mean he'll get 1 star. He'll get 1 star every time we end the turn if he has more people in these squares than us. This is going to become a huge mechanic later on in the game. But for now, this is like the tutorial part of it. And as you can see, we have to get 4 stars and he has to get 6. Now, he can get the stars by standing in the victory squares, and each of our characters are worth 2 stars. So every time we lose a character, that's 2 stars down, as well as them just occupying squares. Now, we get 1 star, I think, for these dudes, or 2 stars apiece for these dudes, or probably 2 for him and 1 each for these dudes. Or we can do the same thing, occupy squares. So we can take several strategies here, but I'm gonna go for trying to do as much damage as possible to get rid of this fire spirit, and then we're gonna try to get in that square as fast as possible. We can't get there now, but we can possibly get there in 2 turns. We'll see. First things first, we can't unstable bolt from here. Shit, we're gonna possibly take 4 damage. That's terrible, honestly. But for now, let's start moving. See, look, he's already gonna try to super occupy the squares, and there's nothing much I can do about it. We had to take the damage. We had to. No, we're gonna cancel that. We are gonna mine a heal. Yeah, she's gonna definitely get. Oh my god, he's blocked. Man, that's terrible. We gotta save it. Okay, we'll save it. We'll put 2 fire stacks on their fire mage. Yeah. We took one of them out. Yes, that block was epic. Alright, we might run with our mage. He's not going to be able to be effective like that this time. We might run with him. Can we get you in the circle? Yes, we can. Great. Let's get him in this circle. No. Let's get him in a circle and have him start stuff. It's going to be 4 damage here, so we can get that off by giving him a frenzy real quick. I know I'm going through a lot of links, but we want to get as many kills as possible. Oh, he moved back. Oh, that's very important because now we can move up. And yeah, now he doesn't get anything from the squares. Perfect. And we can heal. Who needs to heal? Him. Can we get another one in the square? No, we can't. We can go over here though. And heal up. This is gonna be close. This is cutting it close, but we even got a dot. Alright. Stop us from gaining anything for the round. Our armor holding us down. Ooh, Impaler, yes. Now give him Sure Blessing. He's gonna be able to do a lot of. Oh no, we can't do it yet. He's not in range. Okay, well, we're gonna take him out. Let's move up. Oh fuck, he's going for the kill. Healing post. Alright, we're gonna get greedy here. Blessing. Now we can do max damage. Yeah, we're going for the kill. Alright. We did it. Oh man. He might die from fire damage actually. No, burning 2, duration 1. Alright, cool. Let's spark this dude. Yeah. We're actually gonna get an extra point at the end of the turn to win because we have more people than them here. Speaking of that, let's just end the turn and win the match. There we go. That was dope. What causes the portal to open? I'm not sure. I mean, I guess that's for you to find out. With the last of the demons dispatched, you may now speak the charm of closing taught to you by the staunch friend Aloizo. As you chant the mystic syllables, the lights within the portal flicker before disappearing. The gate has now been closed, and you have halted the demonic invasion. But for how long? Let's go. Let's collect our loot. 5, baby. We got our third weapon slot. Yeah. Engdom got a minor power token. See, level 5 is when you finally get your first power token. Power tokens allow you to equip more powerful items. You'll get more tokens as you reach higher levels. Each character's power tokens are shown under their figure. Oh, they didn't quite level up. But Engdom is the man. He gets a third weapon. So these dudes end up running around with 3 weapons. You know, just straight badass. Stuff like that. Now, we can go along this Pearson line and, you know, keep giving him stuff to give him nimble strike. We can go back to our old weapon. We can give him some chops. We can just give him a bunch more penetrating strikes. Just keep doing that. I would love to have this weapon. I can't lie. But we need, it's level 17. We're nowhere near that yet. But yeah, we got all the good stuff that we can do. I think for now, we're just gonna equip this. Adds more penetrating strikes and give us a little bit more range. And 1 able bludgeon. Just to knock somebody's socks off. There we go. Now we have a lot of range. A lot of penetrating. And we got 1 heavy swing to just mollywop somebody real quick. And there we go. This guy's built tough. Now he can dish out tons of damage, and armor is basically useless against this guy. He's gonna be getting through all of that armor left and right. Left and right. No armor is gonna work. Look how many penetrating he got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 penetrating cuts. And then I got a way to make everything else that's not penetrating with the buff card we got. Let's open up the chest. Look at that. What do we get here? Oh man, oh, look at this rare helmet. Oh my god. When we get up to level 6, look at this. We get shining armor. Wow. Armor 3 for magic and projectiles with 2 reliable hides. He's gonna be super sturdy. Let's sell this. A divine weapon. Heavy armor. We got heavy armor on already. Okay, cool. I like all of this stuff. I can't wait to be able to put that helmet on level 6. Renown up.
Yay!
Woo! Defense of Woodham is a special adventure. The Defenses of Woodhome.
Huh.
Blue Manchu gives you an epic item if you can beat this treasure hunt. A level 6 treasure hunt locked.
Yeah!
I really think you enjoyed this treasure hunt, so I'm giving you some pizza for my private stats to buy it. Or if you want to buy all the treasure hunts, grab some more pizza and get them for a big discount. And there you go. He just gave us 40 more pizza for this treasure hunt, and you get a unique item if you beat it. It's a level 7 item, Woodhome's Womb, and as you can see, you get a bunch of penetrating cuts, and as you can see, we get penetrating lunge. It's perfect for the build we're doing. Perfect. We just got the new card slot and everything. It's perfect for the build we're doing. I almost want to buy this adventure. It's a level 6 to 7 adventure, 3 chilling battles. Very, very dope. Or we could just save it and spend our pizza on something else. Or we can go purchase more pizza and just get all the treasure hunts, all 11 treasure hunts for $3.30. That's like $5 and you'll get all the treasure hunts. And as you can see, these treasure hunts are going to pop up as you go through the map. And there's 11 of them. That's only one right there. All of these other maps are free. These aren't locked. Only the treasure hunts. But they're not that expensive. 40. I haven't did the conversion rate, but 40 is not that bad for pizza. Currently, we can buy 3 treasure hunts and be good with all of our pizza. You know what I mean? You can buy up to 3 treasure hunts so far. All right, now these guys sell a lot of items that you use these crystals for. Like, for instance, we could possibly buy one of these. Way better. Way better. Just for 5, too. Look at that. Level 12. Level 9. Yep, there we go. Penetrating, and look at that. 6 damage with 2 range. We're definitely getting that for 5, too. So when you get to level 5, you start getting a lot more stronger stuff that suits your class. Now look, we can probably get a super cheap weapon too. Even though we used up our power token, if we wanted to use it on a weapon, look the type of stuff we can get. Double chops and penetrating cut. Wow, are you serious? We get triple chops with this. You know chops attack 2 separate opponents, and we can still keep our mid-range penetrating thing going. For 5. What about this? Look at that bash. What about this? This is super powerful, but, you know, we can't afford that yet. We don't have the power stones. Now, that's what I'm talking about. This stuff gets super broken super fast as soon as you start getting power tokens. Like, this is even worth buying for now. It's only 5. It's worth buying if I want to switch it up. Basically, I'm going to buy it just to hold on to it, and we'll probably equip it later. I got to think about it a bit. Alright. I was actually doing some leveling up off camera to try to even out our characters to level 5. And something new triggered. We found the bandit stash. Let's see what this is about. Holy shit. This is the first time something like this ever happened. Now, mind you, this is me playing a random map just to grind some levels, and we ended up with a random 1,000 gold treasure. I had to turn the camera on. I was planning on doing this entire session off camera. As you can see, only thing we did was level up our characters. We didn't even get a level out of it, actually. We just actually played and got some experience points. We didn't even manage to get an entire level. But look at this. Tons of gold now. I'm actually going to save this. Let's just take all and finish. Wow, that's crazy. All right. We're back. We finally completed our grinding session. I decided instead of waiting until the next episode to get our party up to level 5, I went and did a quick grinding session. I replayed a few of those level 3 missions, and I was able to get level 5 with our 2 characters. Now, we got an extra divine weapon with our paladin, and we got an extra arcane item for our mage. So now you can see how all the level 5 builds look. He has 3 weapons and a normal armor set plus 1 skill slot. He has 1 weapon, 3 arcane items, normal armor set, 1 skill slot. This is all level 5 characters. This guy has 2 weapons and 2 arcane items. You see the balance there, normal armor set, that's boots and what's the name? They don't have the helmet yet. And he has his skill slot, a divine skill. Now, we did get a few items during the level up. I am going to put a clip in here that you guys should have already seen. And that clip is of us, the treasure we just acquired. We acquired some bandit loot. And this is worth $1,000. These are worth like 40. And this stuff is worth some stuff too. We also acquired a white orb. Very powerful arcane item, by the way. And we also required another very powerful arcane item. Actually, let's go to the arcane section, and I can show you what we acquired. I think we got a new divine weapon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we got... No, I think we been had this. I think we got something like this. Or a new divine item. It was a divine item, I think. Yeah, it was the skull. We just got this skull. I'm going to equip him with a brand new divine weapon. What is he rolling with? Oh, he's rolling with... Yeah, we can actually give him this OP weapon back for now. Yeah. Yeah, get him more cursed demonic feed even. Or we can give him some clumsy chops with the misguided heals. I like that better. Misguided heal is a long ranged attack. I like to use that as offense and defense. So yeah, misguided heal is very, very good this stage in the game. That 2 damage goes a long way. Let's move on to Tim Grimm real quick. We got some good arcane items. This is the item right here. This item is very powerful. Level 3 rare arcane item. It just gives us 3 big zaps. This increases our offensive mid-range combat substantially. Now, we are a mid-range mage at the moment. Basically, we have a few long-range spells with these 4 spells right here. The spells that this comes with. All of these are long-range spells, fire, lightning, and arcane. But for the most part, we are a mid-range mage. As you can see, we're trying to get as many fire damage triggers as possible with this build. We could make this build a lot better, to be honest with you. There's a few ways I can make this build a lot better, particularly with this item, possibly swapping it out for something else. Like, we could just go with this right here. This is pretty good. Go with 2 zaps and 1 fire spray. And fire spray is also one of the fire spells we don't have. So that just increases our offensive capability significantly, and it still gives us an extra fire trigger. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4 separate fire triggers. 5 separate fire triggers we can put on one person. That's even better. The fact that these do spread damage or cone shaped damage, starting to have multiple of them in your deck starts to have diminishing returns because they don't stack. 2 magma sprays are worth it because they burn 3. The ones that burn 1 start to give real bad diminishing returns, so these ones are better with burning 2. This one is pretty good to just add a stack, like same as this one, but they're not amazing. But the magma spray is definitely worth it. And now that we have power orb, we can actually do something also that's gonna be dope. Let's go. Let's exit out real quick and run to the shop. Let's go check the dailies real quick. All right, they don't got no powerful arcane items. Whoa, this is amazing. With 1 power token, too. We could afford it, but we're gonna go to the rarity shop. With all of that treasure we just got, we should be pretty good. We could afford some very expensive stuff, too, but we're gonna save that for later. I want to do some more research before I just purchase something super expensive. Boiling armor is very good. Alright, they don't got what we're looking for. This is probably where you're going to get the most items that, yeah. Alright, now we can get a way better fire. Sizzling bolt and fire starter. 2 additional damage, that's better than Kindler. Burning 2, duration 1 is a single target spell, and we get our Ember Spray back. Yeah, I like that. What else we have? This gives us 2 separate cards. Hold on, let's see. What is this? Hot Flame. Oh, this just gives us all 3. I'm not sure if the trait cards stack, though. It just gives us a high probability of having one, though. I can't forget about the Spark Generator cards. We're going to keep it simple and keep the fire build going for now. We'll do some more research off camera and then get a better one. But for now, I think this is dope. No, not the one that gives us magma spray. Or do we just completely drop ember spray for 2 magma sprays? Yeah, I think we do. Hotspot is powerful, but with the amount of move cards a lot of characters have nowadays, setting that up is going to become more and more difficult. I'd rather get the sizzling bolt. Oh no, that has Kindler. We're not going with Kindler again. Nah, we're not going with Kindler again. We're going with Firestarter. Now, I'll just give you a brief look at the wands we could get. Silver Bolt, amazing. Just straight 6 for 6 range. Devastating. That's basically the whole map for the most part. Some devastating weapons. And it has a push spell attached to it. I would buy that too. You know what? I don't know if this is going to be there next time. It's a common weapon though, but I'm going to get it anyway. I did buy another weapon. I'm going to get it anyway just for later on when I switch my build. Alright, now let's do the next mission. Diamonds of the Kobolds. No way. Dungeon of the Lizard Priest. I got a little ahead of myself. Alright, we're fully equipped. We're ready to go. Let's get it.
Adventurers.
The Lizard Man Priest Slubgut is leading an uprising. Apprehend this scaled menace and bring him to justice. Somewhere in the ancient sewers of Shieldhaven lies the hidden lair of Slubgut, Mulligan Priest of the Lizardmen. Plunder this den of scaled iniquity and liberate its treasure, if you dare. For levels 4 to 5, 3 exciting battles. Let's get it. Let's begin this adventure.
What?
Say, DB4, do you know what a 12-sided die is for? It's been a mystery to me. No? The journey to find Slubgut's lair begins in the sewers beneath Shieldhaven. The ancient sewers are a place fit for only those subhumans. Only for these subhumans. The stench of odor is overpowering. You are approached by 2 lizardmen warriors, stationed here as an outer guard. They barred your path with wicked, poisonous spears. You got 3 battles. The floor is slippery with molderous slime, but I rolled a 15, so you don't stumble. Phew. Alright. Alright, they got spears and shields, so they should have block cards, and they should have cards that also do some good medium range. But we can fight good at mid-range. Let's pass the turn and see what they do. Alright, they came pretty close, and they don't share a deck either. That's pretty good for us. Let's put our warrior to block this guy. Pretty good. I figured he would do that. Pretty good. Let's mollywop him. Alright. I don't want you in this battle right now. We're going to have you back up to a supporting role for now. Yeah, for sure. Alright, he passes, so... it's a little awkward, but we're going to put our mage here and have him help out over here. Yeah. Alright, we blocked 1 of the damage. We'll fight back with fire. Ha! That'll give us 4 damage going in total. And do we need a healing post yet? No, they actually didn't move. Alright. Took some extra damage there. Still, I'm not. Oh no. We're gonna misguided heal. Good. We only took 1 damage. Misguided healers gets better and better the more pieces of reliable hide you have. If you have 2 pieces of reliable hide, it's going to get the whole 4 healing effect. So that's pretty dope. That's why Misguided heal is definitely dope. We'll end the turn there. Alright, now we can add a different fire stack and we could possibly run even. Yeah, we got range for days. Let's bail. We don't want to take unnecessary damage that we don't have to take. First things first, let's get this kill. Now we'll get this blaze. You should have enough burn damage to kill this guy. No, it's only 4 burn. No problem. Now we got enough to kill him. Oh, I was gonna burn him. Let's heal him post. Minor heal. Now we'll bail. He's gonna die no matter what. Onward.
Incorrect.
Gary, you roll dice like you mean to murder them. Dice roller requires subsidy, as well as vigor. Look, I don't know why his voice sounds like that in my head. Alright, only creatures as low as lizardmen would use poison in open battle. These folk lack honor. You search the lizardman corpse and find several items of value. Fortunately, the noxious gases and raw sewage here are deeply corrosive and will dissolve their bodies, covering your tracks. Amazing. Let's collect our loot. We got some more martial skills, and we got a new flame thing. Oh, wow, I like this thing. At the start of each round, you move 1. That's a free move spell with Dimensional Traveler, and it gives us Kindler back. This is pretty good. This is a fire blinker. I like that, the fire blinker. Like, you just port all over the map. This is good for chops, but we don't have a lot of chop spells, so we're going to take all and continue.
Yes.
Note how I cast them. With grace and panache, deft, yet manly. You would do well to copy my technique, little brother. Did he just say panache? I don't know what the hell panache is. Alright, well, descending a rusty ladder brings you to the slime tunnels, a maze of filthy, unsanitary passageways. Slubgut has posted more of his guards here. Bubbling out of a crack pipe comes some of his silent black ooze. It joins the reptilians and then attacks you. Okay, sounds exciting. A black ooze.
Ambush.
Negotiate with the black ooze. I'm afraid I rolled a 3, so instead, you further enraged with it. Okay. So we tried to negotiate with the black ooze. Alright, we got 2 soldiers and a black ooze. What's up with this guy? Black ooze. Alright, okay. What are we gonna do here? We gotta kill somewhere outright. And there's not much he's gonna be able to do about it. We probably want to get right up close and personal with this guy, with all of our most of our characters, and just blow him to smithereens. To be honest, yeah, we're gonna trap him in his corner. We're gonna go toe to toe with this guy and just blow him to smithereens, basically. Yep, we can get our support over there as well. Yep, let's start attacking. It's nasty, nasty work. We didn't want that to happen. Let's move out the way for now. Great. Now we can get the kill easy. Thanks for moving closer, sir. Just because I don't want to discard anything, we'll pop the healing pulse. And actually, you're actually a little too... Thank you, my good man. Alright, I took some poison damage. We're gonna blast this guy to smithereens. No, all we got is the ooze. We're gonna try to drain the ooze. That worked. Let's get out of here. We'll burn them and then we'll dip. Let's move our guy up front. Healing dose. Stab. Good with that. Ooh. Oh, we blocked it. Yes. Good shit. Well, let's burn this guy. He's dead. We don't gotta worry about him. He's just basically dead, but we can kill him outright. I love the sound effects of this game. Cook die. That was a cook die. Really? Do I have to do everything for you, Gary? After scraping the remains of the black ooze from your weapons, you look around for valuables and continue your search for slub gut. This guy seems like he's gonna take over soon. I think we got all of this stuff already.
Oh.
We're just getting a lot of stuff to use in our crafting materials. Sorry, Melvin. I didn't realize that's the rule extended to the dice that miss the table and land on the floor. Alright. The dripping tunnel opens up in dimly lit... Hold on. The dripping tunnel opens up. Hold on. The dripping tunnel opens out onto a dimly lit cavern. Vile liquid drips from the stalactites pouring on the ground in treacherous puddles. Slubgut, a lizard man, underpriest, makes his stand here. He is accompanied by several nimble-looking bodyguards, some brandishing nets. Right, these dudes have nets.
Encounter.
A harsh voice cries out, "You dare approach our ancient home? Surface dwellers? Prepare to die." That's how Slubgut sounds to me. Alright, let's pop Firestarter. We lit. We get to have Firestarter the entire match. Alright. Now we're good. Let's go. Who wants war? We can't move until we get the unstable bolt off. So you know what? I'm gonna give you guys the jump. What do you want to do? Alright, he came straight to us. Great.
Yeah.
Start with a bolt. Oh, we're gonna finish this guy off. We're finishing this guy off. We're not giving him a chance. Yeah. Thank you, sir. There's your defense. Well, there goes your defense. Thank you. And we're gonna close the gap on this other guy too. Watch this. Just stabbing him all over the place. We're gonna keep destroying this guy. Hold on, I gotta read what that net. I forgot what that net does. Let's read. Let's see. Alright, what does that net do? Entangling net. Duration, gain encumbered 2. When you move, subtract 2 move points from that. Move does not reduce move points by 1. Oh, below 1. Okay. I see what's going on. If I would have frenzied, I would have had to kill here. Oh, it's always next turn. You know what? We'll save all of that as well. Ooh. That's kind of in the line of sight, buddy. We don't want to waste anything on you either. So you gotta die. Even though that was actually 5 damage technically, you know. It didn't miss me that was extra damage. Let's go here. And start getting some energy. Alright, we're gonna try to beat the crap out of it. Alright, we're gonna step. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. Frenzy. Oh, I'm out of frenzy range. No. Alright, well. We're gonna do all the damage. We're gonna deal all the damages. Alright. Yeah, healing pulse. Just because I don't want to discard. Yes! Oh no, that was us, right? Yeah, he blocked our damage. Alright, cool. That's terrible. We need to get in frenzy range, so we're gonna double frenzy our dude. So let's get over here. They're running because they know what's up. Alright. 1 frenzy. Oh shit, this is the wrong turn to do that. We don't have anything to attack with. I didn't pay attention to that. I didn't look at his cards. I didn't check. But we're good. We're good. This is still good. We can get behind this guy and flame on. Yeah. And actually get a heal going. And we can actually lock this guy down, actually. Now we're still in frenzy range, but we don't. Alright, hard to block. Let's go. Got him.
Duh.
Fear not, DB4. I shall rid you to the rescue if Gary continues with this substance fare. This substandard fare. Oh man, I knew he was gonna take over. You land a crippling blow on Slubgut. At the moment, there's a putrid puff of swamp magic. He has cheated death and escaped your grasp. You search the bodies that remain and find a map, marked with a spear and a scale insignia of the lizard folk. It reveals the location of a secret temple deep in the marshes. This must be where Slubgut has fled to. You help yourself to his valuables nonetheless. Oh, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. What did old Slubgut have? He had some rare stuff. Oh man. The lizard fryer. Oh, this is a unique item. See, look, if we wanted to go down the spark tree, we got some decent spark items nowadays. Pretty decent treasure. We could just pop that now. We got some divine armor and we got some more chop stuff. Take all and finish.
And now
the slippery Slubgut escapes your wrath, but the map you took leads to his temple hideout. There we go. Now you see how that works? That's pretty dope. As you defeat certain missions, they unlock other missions, or you know, they have 2 parts to them. So we can continue the next part of Slubgut's campaign or mission in, you know, the level 5 area. Then we have the level 6 areas, and it goes all the way up to level 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to get into all that good stuff in the next episode. I don't want this episode to drag too long. I did a lot of explanation in this episodes. That's why I didn't have as many battles. But with that being said, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Make sure if you want to play this game, if you're interested in this type of content, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can also check the description box below. We got some information about this game. You can check the Steam, the website, as well as the Discord, all that good stuff. And with all that being said, it's your boy DB4, and I'm out. Peace.